To you gurus that do the labelling at your network, see that? A lot clearer. Do that on these.
What a good night, eh? Got the fire going.
Nice and toasty.
Eh?
What goes well with a good fire?
We got the brews going. We're going to have a bit of a taste test of some of my favourite types of whiskies, which are Irish whiskies. So we have a few here. We have a Teeling small batch Irish.
And why do they call it a small batch? Any reason?
Well, probably because they only made so much and they released it out of, a small batch.
Limited.
Yeah.
To hike the price up, or?
Well, I would probably imagine, but taste will tell what the difference is.
Yeah.
There you go. One of my all-time favourites, a Tullamore Dew, which is a 12-year-old, but that is done in a bourbon barrel.
Yeah.
So it's aged in a bourbon barrel. But then so is your blowing over here. This is also a bourbon barrel one. This is a 7-year-old, but that doesn't take anything away from it. They reckon that this has been a, double distilled as opposed to triple distilled. And they reckon that's to keep more of the flavour profile in there. So
I'm not a big one for sitting there reading the labels and going through all that. You just go, I'll grab a bourbon, I'll have a whiskey, give it a crack.
if I don't like it, you don't drink it.
Yeah. But, this one was given to me by one of my best mates, and thought, let's give it a taste. Hey, let's knock the top off it.
Oh,
Listen to that.
Oh, yeah. I can feel it doing me good already. Oh, thank you, sir.
There you go.
Lovely.
Beauty.
So, what's the name on this thing?
So, Pierce. I don't know if that can come up on the screen there. It's very hard. Actually, what I want to point out to this mob, we're not 10 or 20 years old drinking this, so our eyesight's sort of on the way out. Can you bloody put your labelling, if you got that colour fluid in there, do something that stands out like this, because we're all like this. How do you read this? What it is, it's a goldy sort of colouring lettering, right?
On the bottle, with a gold background,
and that's the rear label. You're meant to read all that stuff on the back. So, good luck with that. Everyone's going to be standing in the aisles going like this, looking at it and trying to work out what it's trying to say on the back. To you gurus that do the labelling at your network, see that? A lot clearer. Do that on these.
They didn't quite think it through.
No, I don't think so. But anyway, let's...
That's not bad, actually, on the nose.
Well, it's smooth.
It's very, not sharp.
No, it's not sharp at all. Like, you can take a big whiff of that and, it's not burning the nose hairs.
Oh, that's got my attention. It's creamy and it's warming and it hangs around. It's not gone straight as soon as you swallow it. It's
actually, it does. It's warm. It's hanging around. Nice and warm. We've got a hint of is there apple and cinnamon in that?
It does, doesn't it? That's what it tastes like.
Apple and cinnamon. I'll have to try to read that back. Tiny hint of that there. But geez, that is smooth,
isn't it?
Yep.
It's not like, I don't know, some of the scotches that are just sharp for spirit's sake.
Yep.
And then it's gone anyway.
Yep.
You get that short, sharp, of the spirit first in your mouth, and you swallow it and it's gone.
Yep. And mind you, we're doing it room temperature, no ice.
Yep, that's it.
This is
Now, this is the double distilled. Now, Irish as a general rule, they tend to, trying to make themselves different by saying, "Oh yeah, but we're triple distilled."
Yeah. I can't.
Yeah, it's hard to make that out, isn't it? That's crazy.
Yep, it is. But that is very nice.
That is a good whiskey, isn't it? I'm quite surprised by that, actually.
Yep. For apparently 7 years aged, but again, ex-bourbon barrels.
Yes. Well, that's what gives it that mellowy and that sweeter, creamier taste. It's because it's been sitting in the bourbon.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know how bourbon is. It's usually a lot sweeter.
Yes.
And a lot,
Maybe that's what takes the edge off.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, right. So we do have another bourbon-based barrel and then a rum-based barrel.
Yeah,
Irish
which is
whiskey.
different. I'd never realised that this was a rum-based barrel. So it's going to be a new one on me too.
See, would you have that any other way? Would you put anything with that? Like, would you put even ice, or would you even weaken it with?
No. That is a nice whiskey. I've never heard of that.
Yep.
That is a nice whiskey, and it's only 7 years old.
Yep.
Which is unusual.
Okay. Well, yeah, I did read there that it's a minimum 7 year barreled. So keep it in your shelf a bit longer.
I don't think it makes any difference in the bottle. That's not bad. There you go.
So that's that one. Now, what are we going to do? We'll stay with the bourbon barrel.
Why not?
Yep.
That way we can check the difference between the two different ones.
So,
in the bourbon.
How do you say that? Tullamore
Dew.
Yep, Tullamore Dew, 12 years.
Yep.
So are they all 12, or is just this
No, this one particular one.
Yep.
Same as that, the small batch, they'll have the various varieties of teeling. That won't be a small batch. It'll be like a standard one or whatever.
Right. Okay. Yep. So
that's
what are we going to
this one here.
Yeah.
See, that's a completely different smell. Straight up. It's not as sweet as that one to the nose.
It does smell different. Yeah. Yeah, right.
This is a lot smoother.
It is. It's not as warm.
No.
It's not
And
as
it
warm.
doesn't hang around
Yep.
as long as that one.
Yep. That one's definitely a lot warmer.
Yep. But it's not burn for burn's sake.
No, it's not a harsh warm.
No.
It's a nice warm. This one hasn't got the warmth. It doesn't hang like that.
But it's a whole lot smoother.
I'd say this definitely does go down smoother.
Yep.
Probably, as we say, smoother, probably because of the heat. But that went down. But this one definitely is smoother. Again, lukewarm.
Yep.
12 years. Oh, well, there's the difference. That's the big difference between the 7 and 12. I'd say is just. And what do you think is the makeup of that? What, like from 7 to 12?
Well, it's just been sitting.
Yeah.
Probably sitting in the barrels longer.
Yeah, and just somehow it just ends up just not as harsh.
It must be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no whiskey expert. I know what I like. I like Irish as compared to Scotch, except for the rare exception, like a monkey shoulder, for example, that I was introduced to, which seems to be a nice Scotch. My favourites are still Irish though, but yeah, like the monkey shoulder is an exception.
Yep.
That's a good mellow whiskey.
Yep.
These are the reasons why I like Irish. These are just so smooth.
Yep. Yeah, right. Well, I'm new to this as a way of tastings without your traditional ice and Coke.
Yeah, that's it.
I've only been slowly getting into it as I thought, this has got to be more to this than just ruining it with Coca-Cola or anything.
Well, you put Coke in it, and basically all you're getting is whiskey flavoured Coke.
Yes.
You're not really getting any of the whiskey.
And I guess you could probably work your way, whether you want to say up or down, instead of putting a large amount of Coke, just put a dash.
Yep.
Just put a dash of Coke. You're still going to get your flavours, and then you might work your way into tasting the full
What a lot of
effect.
people do is they just put a tiny splash of water.
Water.
Yep.
Just to dilute it.
Like if you get the really harsh whiskies, you put the tiniest bit of water into it. Like, imagine an
Really?
eyedropper. You only need
Okay.
1 or 2 drops.
Yep.
And it instantly changes it.
Wow.
It's amazing. You wouldn't have believed that a couple of drops would make that much difference.
So if you tasted a whiskey that was probably a little bit too harsh on your
Yeah.
on your throat, you just had to change it and you go, wow.
Yeah.
Just a totally
And
different
I would
bottle.
not have believed it. We went
Yep.
to a professional whiskey tasting
Yep.
with the missus.
Yep.
And they went through the whole, the spiel that they do. And I said, okay, now try this. Oh, yeah, I'm not so sure about this.
Yep.
They said, okay, I got that. Now. And he came out literally with an eyedropper.
Yep.
And he put 2 drops.
Bang bang.
Uh,
Couple of drops.
now try
Wow.
this. I said,
Wow.
what's that going to fucking do?
Yeah,
Seriously?
yeah.
Come on. You're pulling me leg.
Yeah.
I tried it. I said, what? I can't believe that
Wow.
made that difference.
And with no ice,
No ice. No,
Yep.
straight up.
because ice might put the chill back into it.
Yep.
And then cause a harshness.
No.
Yeah.
That would actually remove the harshness.
Ice?
Yeah,
Yeah, because of that. Just because initially it's just going to start melting, like
Yep.
adding water.
that's
Okay.
right. Yep.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But you're also diluting it with that,
Yeah. Over
which
time.
means you're losing the flavour.
That's
that,
right.
With a couple of drops of water, will remove the harshness without removing the flavour.
Wow.
That's really nice.
That does go down smoother than the Pierce 7s. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. But that's the difference. That's a 7-year-old. That's a 12-year-old.
Yep. Yep. Well, there's your 2 bourbon-backed Irish whiskies, and now for the rum.
A rum-based one.
rum-based.
This is Teeling. Again, it's the Irish whiskey, so this one is triple distilled, but it's the small batch Teeling.
Yep. And I was new to this whiskey with a K-E-Y or a K-Y.
Yeah.
For he's spoken about this in the past, but for the newcomers that maybe or maybe you not know, the difference between the whiskey with the EY or KY is just the Irish.
Yep.
Coming if it's KEY, it's always Irish.
Yep.
I never knew that until a couple of years ago when he told me. Ooh.
Come to
But they
Papa.
all pops like that. Like they're
Like it's meant to be. It's just inviting you.
Oh.
That's the one. Ooh.
It's got a different smell.
So this one is in the rum barrel. This one aged in a rum barrel as opposed to bourbon barrels, the other 2.
And it's just as clear. Dark bottle, so you don't get to see much through that,
No.
but very clear.
Yeah, this is very blonde compared to the Tullamore and even the other one.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, going from the 12 initially, yep, a bit of zang, a bit of hit to that, but still goes down very nice.
Yeah, it's not harsh at all. It's
No.
it's warming like the first one we tried.
Yep.
But it's got a completely different flavor. It's not
Yep.
as creamy.
Yes, yep. The still had more heat in the Pierce.
Yes, it did.
Still had as more heat in that Pierce, definitely.
But it's a totally, you can tell that it's not a bourbon barrel straight away when you drink this.
Yeah, you're right, yeah. Yep. I wonder...
The bourbon adds the sweetness.
Yes.
It must add the sweetness to it,
Yeah, right.
making it more
Yep,
mellow.
You are. Yep, you're right. It's amazing how you can go from 3 different bottles and go, yep, the 2 bourbon backed, now the rum backed, because I mean, if you had a shot of rum, we all know what a basic rum tastes like. But when you do actually have got that in there, that when you start, you're going, what is that? You know you can put your finger on it just because you know you've tasted that before somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would not say that I can't drink that.
Teeling.
That's a nice whiskey.
Teeling whiskey.
Yeah, it's not my go-to.
And we're only talking, it says that it's batched at 2020, so we don't really know how old. It doesn't say anything about a year old on that
No,
one.
it doesn't give an age profile.
Yep.
Personal taste
Preference?
would be the Tullamore.
Yeah, I'd put the Tullamore as number one.
Yep.
Yep. I do like a bit of heat.
Okay.
I do like a bit of heat.
But you also like the bourbon profile because it's got that added sweetness.
Yes.
Although that's more warming,
Yep.
you like the actual taste of the bourbon because of the sweetness.
Yep. I would put these two as at a close second.
Yep.
A very close second. That one definitely first, but I'd probably a smidgen as come in second place for me just because of the heat.
Yep.
I'm a chili man, bit of cayenne pepper, but yeah, there was a long warm flavour in that.
that lingers, that lasts,
Yep.
that hangs around.
Yep. But that's all
worth
personal
it for that.
preference.
Yeah.
If you don't like a long-lasting warmth, this one is your choice. But for smoothness, and it must come down to the age on this one.
I would say so. I
yeah.
would say so.
They've
And keep in mind, this is triple distilled.
yeah, okay, yep. That was beautiful. We're gonna have to do more of these.
Yeah.
Maybe not tonight.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, night's still young.
It just so happens I have the odd bottle.
Gonna be a long night.
Yeah. I've got plenty of wood for the
Fire
fire.
going. I'll fall asleep on the couch.
That's it. It's a hard way to make a video, isn't it?
Oh,
You know,
What else can we do?
The drudgery we have to go through for our loyal viewers.
That's right. And hey, seeing we're trying to focus on the Irish whiskies, what Irish whiskey do you like? We may have one over there that you do like if you put it in the comments. If not, we could go get one.
But we certainly have a choice.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, it's probably hard to start taste testing more than that because we do have a lot of flavours going on in our mouth right now.
That's right.
But always keen to try new things. Let us know if there's one we've missed that is high up in your ranking.
If you do, we're happy to try them. Believe me, we're happy to try them.
Beautiful.
But that's not bad. I quite like that.
Yeah.
When you taste them like that side by side,
Yep.
it gives you a better understanding of what you're talking about because you can't explain it to somebody.
It's very hard because there's so many, and I'm not very good at explaining all the flavours that you're experiencing, but it is, your mind's going here, there and everywhere from previous tastes. I mean, you've tasted so many things in your life and your brain's trying to go, oh, is that a bit like that? Is that a bit like that? So you might taste a little bit of that cinnamon or fruit. I didn't taste that in these two. Definitely did in that one.
Yep.
And this one was just smooth as. There was not a lot of heat in this one, which may be perfect for other people.
Yes, that's right.
People are scared off on the heat. But, that's the thing with alcohol and taste testing these things. I mean, there's so many choices out there today. And I actually can stand there for like 20 minutes looking at all these things, reading and go, wow. And then you get...
And then how do you know?
No.
Just because of a label, you don't know until you taste it.
With the fancy bottles or labelling and all that, and that might sucker you in.
Yep. But that doesn't mean that what you're drinking is going to be
good
to your taste. No, it might be perfectly good.
Yeah,
it just might not be to your taste. That's the whole thing.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. What's one good is not for the other. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there is this one rare person out there who will like Johnny Red. Right? And there is nothing wrong with him liking Johnny Red.
Yep.
He's actually found a gem.
Yep.
He's found something that's super cheap.
Yep.
That's readily available.
Yep.
And he can say, mate, this is
Yep.
the nuts guts.
Yep.
Right? I love this thing.
Yep.
Good on him. And that's the one that he likes.
Yep. Everyone's different.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, and that's what we're here for. Let's see what we like, and we'll continue this.
Yeah, I can tell you're hard pressed trying to,
We'll keep going until we can better them.
Yeah. Or until we fall over. One of the That's the one. Give us a like and subscribe, guys, and don't forget to comment below.
Cheers.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
See ya.